Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Boho Priestess. Today we are doing Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, your weekly energetic reading. Let's go ahead and pull one card for the general energy, okay? And let's see, okay? Let's see what we got. I got this for Sagittarius. The Magician came out again. You are stepping into a timing, or you are being prepared. Spirit is letting you know that what you're waiting on. Ooh, and you got the sun down here too. Okay, so what you've been waiting on is literally yours. Okay, your shine, your energy is what's needed for you to move forward. Okay, and this is letting you know that you have everything that you need to move forward with your manifestation, or you have already manifested and you're already starting to see bits and pieces of things shifting and changing and coming in. Okay, now the message that I got for you was, I kept seeing the number 111, which 111 is fresh cycles, brand new starts, new beginnings. It's basically the green light. The green light, give me the green light. Na 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 na, I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, you're ready to go. You're ready to go, and Spirit is saying, yeah. Spirit is ready. Your mind is clear. You know, you're ready. You've been ready for this breakthrough. You've been ready. Like, you're ready to go. Okay, you're ready to go. But Spirit is also telling you to trust your intuition. There may have been a situation here, because I kept hearing back to the drawing board, back to the drawing board. So there has been a situation where you have given your all to something, but it wasn't really working out, or it didn't really feel right. Okay, and you kind of feel some type of way because you're like, damn, it's like I have to go back and redo this, or I have to go back and do something totally different. I kept hearing back to the drawing board. Okay, something you attempted didn't go quite as planned. Okay, and this left you, okay, this left you frustrated, okay, because you put so much energy into it. All right, but Spirit is saying now you have the experience, okay, to go back and do it all over again from a new state of being. So use the experiences to light and guide the way, your way. So you're not coming back into something without the wisdom, without the experiences. You're coming back in fully seasoned. Okay, this word seasoned, I've been using it all week. I'm just gonna keep going with it. You're fully seasoned in it, because even though what you were doing before didn't quite work out, it did lead you to this energy where you're thinking more clearly. You now know exactly what you desire. You're going for the things that make you happy, your inner child happy. You're going for the things that, you know, you never thought that you can actually do. But now there's like nothing that's off limits for you, because your mind is like, so like, you're made up. Your mind is made up. So therefore you're coming back at this, but you're coming back at this with a totally different being, a totally different mindset, a totally different energy. You get what I'm saying? And because of that, this Two of Cups is literally talking about a partnership, a romantic partner, a business partner, something that you're starting, you're restarting a creative project. Like I said before, back to the drawing board, and you're going to have the people that you need. You're going to have the support that you need, the energy that you need. You're going to have, even if this is physical or spiritual, okay, you're going to have, even if it's yourself mentally, you're going to have this reciprocated energy. You're going to have this support that you didn't really quite have before, because now you're coming at it from a different perspective. When you were doing this before, you were way too overburdened. You were carrying way too many things. You were trying to do too many things at once. And now you have realized that, hey, I'm going to take it a step at a time. There's no need for me to try to do 10 things at once when I only need to be focused on one. And that one will lead to the next, and lead to the next, and lead to the next. okay? That's what it is. So now you know better. You know that you're going to just concentrate on one thing. You're not going to try to do it all in one whop because you want to see it all together. You know that you have to focus on the one, okay? And that's okay. You also know that what you need is within you. Everything that you need is within you, and you're not afraid to not have all of it figured out. You know what I mean? You're not afraid to, you're no longer anxious to know how it's all going to work out, or how it's all going to look, or, you know, the whole path is not completely illuminated right now, because he has a lantern right here, and lantern can only see so much, right? You're walking with the lantern, it can only illuminate so much. So there's a lot of it that's still in the dark, but you're not letting that stress you out anymore. You're not letting that cause you stress or anxiety. You're actually okay with that, because you've been able to see certain things and learn certain things about yourself during that whole entire process before. And now, because you know yourself better, you know what it is you want better, there's a deeper clarity, there's been, you know, some healing, there's been some reset, some revival, some, you know what I mean? You're able to step into this more fully you know what I mean? Instead of the you that was just trying to have it all at once, and you weren't really anywhere to be seen in that first draft. I'm gonna call it the first draft, okay? Because it's back to the drawing board. So the first draft, okay? Now, with this one, this is a full-blown, excuse me, this is a full-blown, it's ready. It's not a draft anymore. Now it's ready to go out, because you're ready. You're ready to go out. You're ready to put it. You're ready to just, the product is done. It's created. It's you're done. I'm seeing like a science lab, and there's like beakers and stuff where you're like testing different things, right? And I'm seeing like that part is done. The experimenting is done. Now you know the final solution. You know what I mean? And spirit is behind you 100%. You're behind yourself. And therefore, because of that, you're going to find other people that are going to be in alignment with this new start, with this fresh start. You know what I'm saying? With this new cycle, this new beginning that you're stepping into. Give me the green light. Yeah. So there's a balance here, where now, as before, you wanted to take on everything. You wanted to do everything yourself. You didn't really want to trust anybody. Now there's a balance here where you do as much as you give. You're ready to receive. You're ready to be reciprocated. You're ready for that energy to be reciprocated, and you're no longer scared or ashamed to ask for help. You're no longer feeling any type of way in asking or delegating or saying, hey, like, you know, I got this part, but I need you to do this part. You know what I mean? You don't have that issue anymore. And because of that, you're moving on to a more freeing time for you. You have freed up more space for you to celebrate, for you to go have fun, for you to be more free, okay? Stress-free, I'm hearing as well, for you to go ahead and enjoy all these activities. I'm seeing a wedding for you to enjoy. I'm seeing a house as well, okay? I'm seeing a house. Someone is, either you're buying a house, or someone you know is having like a housewarming party or something, but I'm seeing a house, and you're able to now be more free, carefree. You're able to go ahead and enjoy your life more, because you're not just trying to overburden yourself and carry it all on your own. You know what I mean? You're allowing yourself to have a support system, and that's where the sun energy comes too. This is healing. This is healing energy, like of your inner child and of what you've been working on. you know, where you felt like you couldn't trust anybody before. You felt like, you know, like I'm the only one that can get it right. I can't trust anybody because I feel like they're going to go ahead and stab me in the back. But you've been able to heal that. And because of that, you're moving into a time of more grounding, more abundance. You know what I'm saying? Where you're going to be able to reap the fruits of your labor, where you're going to be able to, and I'm talking about in healing aspect, like mental, but I'm also talking about physically, because now you're coming back in, like I said, you're coming back in with a finished product, because you're coming back in completely different. You're coming in completely changed mentally. You're more in alignment. Okay, let's pull some. Yeah, you have been able to see the truth and acknowledge, okay, and actually acknowledge and take accountability for where you may have fucked up or slacked off before. You've been able to hit that truth, and because of that truth, you can go ahead and move forward. 1111 on the timestamp, and move forward with those manifestations, and you're going back to the board, back to the drawing board. But the person who's going back to the drawing board is not the same person anymore. You know what I mean? You're not, and therefore you're not going to get the same results. Yeah, you're more in alignment than you've ever been with who you need to be. Okay, you're more in alignment. So let's see what else. Because you've done the work, you've been able to see what it is you need to do, and that's awesome. Okay, you may also be in a period of isolation right now, which is why I was seeing rest. Okay, resting, isolation, giving yourself time to like go ahead and integrate all of this. Your isolation is intentional. I'm rebuilding you silently. Okay, so you may need time to integrate everything that you've been experiencing, get everything together before you fully step into it all. Okay, all right. Yeah, you are rebuilding. You are rebuilding. You are rebuilding, but you're rebuilding more from alignment. You know what I mean? More from who you truly are. You know what I'm saying? Okay, because before, this is a message from spirit. Your energy was too sacred for the space that you tried to shrink into. Before, you were just trying to do it all. And in the process, you were thinking you were getting ahead, but you really weren't. You were just shrinking and dimming yourself even more, because you're meant to expand. And how do you expand? Sometimes you need to be able to see bigger picture. You need to be able to trust fully. And you weren't trusting anything. You weren't even trusting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even though you were putting everything on you, you weren't even trusting yourself. And you had a hard time trusting anybody else to come along and join the team. And now you're like, nope, because I know I have my boundaries. I know I have, you know what I'm saying, my intuition. I know that now I can see things clearly. And I know that if it's somebody and that somebody doesn't align, then they need to go. And I'm all right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right now with that. I'm okay with that. I didn't have that before, which is why I felt the need to do everything myself. Let's pull one more. Let's pull one more. 111. You're aligned. Speak it, believe it, become it. So continue to speak alignment into your life. Continue to believe that the alignment is there, already there for you. And just become it. Become who it is you see yourself. Become who it is you want to be, who you desire, who you manifest. It's already yours. That's the Magician card. That's the breakthrough. It's already yours. Don't dim yourself to fit into anybody's agenda, especially your old agenda. It is gone for a reason. Okay, you had to go back to that drawing board for a reason. So allow yourself to literally step into this fresh new cycle using the experiences, the wisdom, and the breakthrough and the clarity that you now have. Okay, if you like this vibe, subscribe. Consider subscribing to the channel, as there will be more readings for your sun, moon, and rising. I also offer readings if you would like to go further into this message, or if there's anything else that you would like to know. The link is in the bio. All of my socials are also in the bio, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.